Well, this is my coal crop area this year. I move it all around. But this year's, I harvested 6 beautiful white heads of cauliflower. And these coming later this year, it must be the rain or something, they are not doing very well. They don't produce a nice looking head. But my purple cauliflower are doing well, and my purple cabbage are just awesome.
Why do you like the purple?
The flavor, it's unbelievable. I put them in a refrigerator. I was eating cabbage this spring from last year's crop. They store it in my refrigerator all year long, and the flavor is just excellent. So I make sure I grow the purple cabbage every year.
How did you put them, or how did you keep them in the fridge? Did you wrap them in anything, or what?
I go to the grocery store and get groceries, and I get a plastic bag. I use those bags to put the head in, and they sit in the refrigerator just fine all winter.
Wow.
Once in a while, you got to clean off a couple of outside leaves when they start rotting, but big deal.
This is just beautiful. What variety is this?
Graffiti, it's called.
Wow.
Purple cauliflower.
Does,
And it tastes about the same as the white.
okay.
So,
Well then, do you grow tomatoes too?
oh yes, I always grow. That's my favorite food. I can live on those things. When I was working as a dozer operator, I would take an ice cream bucket full of tomatoes, and they'd be gone by noon. I'd eat them all myself. So, I love tomatoes. I will never be without those.
So what are the varieties that you like to grow?
I grow Better Boy, that's my favorite, and Lemon Boy. Those are the two I've stuck with now for years. Years ago, I did a test. I grew like a dozen different varieties, and I peeled them all and laid them on a plate, and I had the name on there, and then I judged them on a scale of 1 to 10, which ones were the best, and the Better Boy and the Lemon Boy were 10s, definitely a 10. And I did grow a German Head is the name of the tomato. It's an old heirloom variety. They are really excellent as well, but you don't get a lot of tomatoes on the plant, so it's not worth it when I got Better Boy and Lemon Boy.
So how do you keep yours upright so that they're not tipping out all over the place?
Well, I didn't for a lot of years, and just maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I came up with a plan to fix that situation. I had some old fencing. When I was a dozer operator, I buried a lot of trees and groves and stuff, and I'd find these rolls of fence wire, and they said, put them in the hole and bury it. And I took a bunch of them home. Well, I had this 32-inch wide fencing that was just the perfect width. And so I built cages. What I do is I build my first layer of fencing with 2x2 posts, sharpen the end and pound them in the ground, and then I run a string line between the two ends of the posts of the row, and I put another post probably around every 8 feet. I put a post, and I put it right along the string so they're in line, and then I measure over 30 inches. I got a 32-inch fence. I measure 30 inches over, and then I take my 32-inch fencing and I roll it. Oh, actually I put in 1x4s along those posts at about 2 feet. And then I roll the fencing out on that. And so it's got an inch over on each side, and it sits on there just nicely. There's hardly any work to it other than screwing the fencing together, I mean the posting system together.
So then what do you do in the fall when you take everything down?
Well, I save all the screws, put them in a bucket, and use them the next year when I move my crop to a different spot. So I rebuild it every year. And I have a lot of varying lengths of fencing, so I can always get it to fit whatever length the row I have, and it works perfect.
So you do rotate your crops around
Yes,
the
I do.
garden. Okay.
Yes, I do.
And why is that important?
Well, diseases. You got to try to avoid the diseases as much as possible, but sooner or later, it'll get you anyway.
Well, This has been so interesting, and I'm so grateful that you let us come out and see all of your fruits and vegetables.
Anytime. And we'll let you taste them too, and anything that's ready to eat.
Sounds like a great idea to me.
Yes.